One of the other areas where where their recklessness is really costing us is energy policy. We saw really from the campaign trail with President Biden, day one when he came into office, they have declared war on our most affordable, abundant, and reliable sources of energy. Now, we see this every day driving down the road with the high gas prices. In some places, it was touching $5, even $6 a gallon over the summer. But energy goes into almost everything. And so, what are some of the secondary, tertiary kind of background effects of high energy costs that the American people might not be aware of, that the businesses are dealing with, that ultimately cost us down the line?
When the Biden administration and the Democrats say have a war on fossil fuel, it's actually a war on the poor families, right? Because if you think about it, low energy prices is the opportunity in America. If we have lower energy prices in the world, then we can build our businesses. We can get people out of poverty. People in lower income can afford the gas to get ahead, things like that. So this is it makes no sense, because, by the way, here's what you're going to do. If you have a war on fossil fuel, which the Democrats and Biden do, then you're going to cause gas prices to go up. You're going to cause diesel prices to go up. You're going to cause heating oil prices to go up. That hurts all Americans, but it hurts. I mean, the rich, if their cost of stuff goes up, it didn't change their life much. But the poor, people on fixed income, it causes them a lot. And then on top of that, it makes our companies, puts our companies at risk, because we can't compete in a global economy if somebody else has lower energy prices than we do. Low energy prices is a real key to building a good economy. So as Biden wants to kill low energy prices, we're going to go down the path of Europe, which is their economy is in a shamble right now because Europe relied on Russia. Russia's held back, and now Europe is their economy is in horrible shape now because they don't have low energy prices. You can't compete. Everything is tied to energy, food production, manufacturing costs, everything. And by the way, how many people like it when they, so I guess some people probably like colder temperatures. I live in Florida. I don't like cold temperatures. But I was just meeting with an ambassador from Europe, and she was saying how their country has dramatically reduced the consumption by keeping it's cold there now, but they're not, their houses are colder, their businesses are colder, people are dressing with a lot warmer clothes now, but it's the only way they can reduce their energy consumption. Is that what we want to do in America? That's exactly what Joe Biden's doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's important. What you're pointing to are some potentially serious long-term consequences. Now, they're coming to bear in Europe, and you're seeing some European countries reverse some of the decisions they made previously about energy policy. And like you said, we want to avoid being in that situation. One of the things the administration has done, rather than produce our energy here in the United States, they've gone and begged other countries to increase their production. Now, being from Florida, is it particularly frustrating for your constituents to see this administration go and beg Venezuela, of all countries, to increase their production when we have so much to be had underfoot? How has that gone over in your state?
Well, think about how many people from Venezuela are furious that first Chavez and now Maduro is basically taking away all their rights. They've lost their country. That's exactly what's happened in Venezuela now. I mean, Maduro, he's killing his citizens. He's starving them. He's making sure they don't have medicine. They don't have energy. But now, here comes Biden. He comes to rescue to help Maduro try to produce oil and gas. But that will not help the citizens of Venezuela. It's going to help. Maybe it'll help, Chevron. Maybe it'll help Biden. But it's not going to help the people of Venezuela, because Biden doesn't care about that. He is. And why is it that energy produced in Venezuela is okay, but energy produced in Texas is bad? I mean, this doesn't make any sense what he's doing. And he's talked to Iran about energy. And I mean, you look at this and you say, who in their right mind would be making these decisions? Who doesn't care about human rights? Who doesn't care about poor children dying? And think about this. If as Biden and other political leaders force energy prices to go up, what happens in poor countries that now their energy prices are higher? Well, guess what? Their hospitals won't be able to take care of premature babies because their energy prices are too high. They'll only have energy for a certain number of hours a day. And so you have a premature baby, they're not going to survive it. I mean, because they don't have less expensive, energy costs. I mean, low cost energy is a driver to the world economy. It's a driver to getting people out of poverty. And why Biden doesn't care about poor people, I don't get it.
And I think you raise an important point, which is that energy is energy, right? But the United States generally does this stuff cleaner and more efficiently than anywhere else in the world. And so it's not like you're doing any good for the environment by using energy from Iran or Venezuela or even the Strategic Production Reserve rather than just developing it, in Texas or Louisiana, North Dakota, wherever the case may be. But that just doesn't seem to be something that's considering the White House.
Think of this. The reserve, the oil and gas reserves we're supposed to have, that's supposed to be for a war, not for a prison-made energy crisis. This is made by Biden. It's made by Biden. He's caused gas prices to go up, diesel prices to go up, all these prices to go up. And then he reduces our opportunity to make sure we're in a position in case we're ever at war. I don't ever want to be at war. It's not my choice. It'll be somebody that attacks us. But I mean, how are we helping our allies? And by the way, we can't help our allies if we have high energy prices. So, I mean, it's like, why would we do this ourselves? And China's not out there. They're not, they're not doing things that are going to make our environment cleaner. They're adding more coal plants. I want a clean environment. We can do it, but you don't do it through high energy prices. You do it by low energy prices, and where as you have more production, you can do things cleaner. Think about what we've accomplished in the last 50 years as far as our water quality, our air quality. And it's because we've had financial success through low energy prices.
Yeah, absolutely. A really important point, right? The more prosperous we are, the better we can be for our environment.